Hello and welcome to, I guess what's going to be the first actual video I'm uploading in a while. But either way, um, I have the ship I've been working on. I'm calling it the Blockade. I'll probably talk about that a little bit, but it uses a lot of these weapon core blocks, as you can see, especially, well, they're all weapon core. I was going to say especially on the kind of deck there, but no, every kind of weapon on the ship is some kind of weapon core mod, and then there's some other blocks like the kind of buster blocks they're called, where you get like a, kind of an armored camera type of thing. And anyways, I recorded this a little bit before the contact update came out, but I think it was announced by this point with like the proto tech and stuff. And I kind of wanted to convert this ship, I guess retrofit it to not really be using any DLC, retrofitting it before it's finished. Anyways, I've made a lot of progress on it since this video, and it's definitely looking a lot more complete. But this is sort of the first steps of getting rid of some of those deck guns and converting them to vanilla weapons, which I think actually turned out very well. Like, there's parts of the ship where I'm kind of disappointed with the vanilla weapons over the weapon core weapons, but I think on the deck, I think it turned out really nicely. But this is my kind of first idea to replace those 6 small guns there, and those were meant to be kind of more of an anti-small craft solution there, so that's why there is 6 of these small ones. My first idea was to put in, like, replace them with 2 Gatling guns, but I think you'll see in a second that I ended up just going with 1 instead. But in any case, this is just me sort of trying out some of these ideas before settling on something. And what was kind of fun about doing this refit, like I started this ship like, I don't know, I guess during COVID, so very long time ago, and I just never finished it, which I'm bad for. I'm bad for starting projects and never finishing it. So even just without the DLCs, which as of this video I did not have any DLCs. I did buy some after this video, but even just in the vanilla, there's definitely more blocks to use, like those I don't remember what they're called. The armored conveyors were one, and then the button pedestal was one, which the button pedestal, I swear, is one of my favorite blocks. And then Keen actually was nice enough to add the full block, what do you call the air vent, which actually is, I swear, my favorite block, which it sounds like it wouldn't make that much of a difference, but yeah, like I don't know how to describe it without actually seeing the airlocks kind of setup. But being able to have a full block vent, I was huge. Like that to me, I would say the game was not complete without. So yeah, like being able to replace, like, kind of take out mods like that because there is a vanilla solution at it, I think was pretty cool. And then I haven't really done it yet. I want to look at seeing if I can replace some of the engines with the Prototech, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually do that, because the Prototech engines are huge. But here you see me kind of setting up these like artillery platforms, because I was thinking about it, and a lot of the weapons on the ship are more meant to be like anti-air, or not anti-air surely, but anti-small craft and anti-missile. But then a lot of the deck guns were meant to be, more, anti-large grid. And the kind of the way the ship works, you'll see, I recorded footage of this, but you'll see that there is these like beam weapons, I guess, kind of in between those 2 wings with all like the little hangers. And the beam weapons were kind of your heavy hitters, And anyways, you were meant to kind of angle the ship, you know, pointing at whatever you wanted to destroy, and you would just melt it with those beam weapons, which they actually were like the coolest. But you know, I had the deck, all the weapons kind of being flat, which meant you kind of had to be above the ship and angled down towards it. Then when I was kind of doing this redesign, I was thinking about it, and I gotta silence my phone, I know that. Anyways, I was thinking about it, and it was kind of, I thought that was just kind of stupid. I was thinking like, well, these deck guns are pretty much just artillery, so I'll just replace them with artillery and assault cannons. But since I'm doing it anyways, it kind of makes a lot more sense to to replace them in a way where, you know, the ones in the back are higher up. And you can see me being color pedantic here. I like to color code things, and I definitely have more kind of colors that I'll use with color coding now than when I started building the ship. So you can kind of see like some of the evolution of color coding, where like some of the, you know, when I started the ship I didn't color code anything. I kind of started that mid building the ship, and then you know, where I kind of left off, you know, I had a kind of color coding structure, and then coming back to it. I recorded this in like September. There's something in my throat apparently. Yeah, I recorded this in September, and you know, I kind of have added new color coding since, like, whenever I last worked on this before the September, and yeah, and since, and I didn't really integrate those into the ship until like a few days ago. So the color coding is all over the place, but it is what it is. I don't know if everybody gets so pedantic about colors, but yeah, I do not know. But I was originally intending for you to be able to kind of go in this section, and then I eventually kind of took that idea out, but I was going to have like an airtight hangar door, and you could go in there for like maintenance or whatever, but I was like, you can just grind your way in or whatever. So, but yeah, basically this one is like the highest up because it's in the back, and yeah, I don't know, there's not really a whole lot else to say about that, but I am trying to I don't know, with this ship kind of have a good mix of heavy and light armor. So you'll see like in some places I put in that light armor there, which apparently I put in the wrong color. Like the light armor I tried to put as a lighter color, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter too much. But here it looks like I'm kind of installing the newer kind of, well, not newer, but the design I ended up settling on for the Gatling turret, which I thought it would make sense to kind of put it, instead of putting like the two, once I started putting like those stairs in and stuff, and having the higher up, you know, our artillery turrets and whatever, well, they would just get blocked. But yeah, I think having them kind of to the side makes a lot more sense, and I think it looks really good as well. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about with like the hangar door. I was thinking about it, but didn't end up quite doing it, so that's all good. I think, you know, it kind of makes sense to have that accessible, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of good without it, I think. But yeah, I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was. I do not know. I don't know. I think something about the Gatling turrets. I'm not too sure though. Oh, it probably doesn't matter. Whatever, I don't remember what blocks those like kind of artillery on the deck were, but they definitely will, like, if you line them up the way I did, they will definitely just shoot kind of the artillery in front of them. Like they don't really have that ability to recognize like, hey, can't shoot through you know, friendly artillery, sadly. But I mean, sometimes like Keensoft Rouse has like similar problems with some of their weapon blocks. I think just the rocket launcher. Though I did place some artillery kind of at the front of the ship. I did notice them kind of shooting the actual ship itself. Either way, this video is coming to an end. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one if I post the next one. Bye for now.